Coach, you talked to me before the game about really putting the emphasis on fast-paced offense, getting those points in transition, and led to 79 points offensively. How did you feel about the results today?
Yeah, I was happy. You know, we've got a team that has so much speed, athleticism, and depth that, you know, I knew as a coach, I've got to do a better job of putting these guys in position to be successful. When you've got a player who's explosive as the player to my right here, how do I help her push our team to a higher octane while still being disciplined and, you know, ball movement and all the things that we believe in terms of sharing the basketball. So I thought we really emphasized in practice running harder in transition, pushing the basketball, knowing when to kick it ahead, when to keep the ball. So a lot of really fine-tuning, but more than anything, let's just be more aggressive. Let's run harder. Let's play at a higher level of just, again, I call it higher octane, right? And I was proud of them tonight. I thought it made a difference, and hopefully we'll be able to continue.
And you talk about improving all year long, but even within this game, it seemed like 10 first-half turnovers, but by the second half, just 4 turnovers, and everyone kind of seemed to know exactly where they should be going on the offensive side.
Yeah, you might be overstating the case slightly to say everyone knew exactly where they were supposed to be going. But, yeah, look, taking care of the ball is really, really important for us. And so, you know, it's never going to be a BC team that, hey, let's just run and gun and throw the ball away. Who cares about turnovers? But we can still play at a fast pace. We can still take advantage of the fact that we have shooters and drivers and good ball handlers, and still be able to take care of the basketball. And so that's what you saw was just, hey, play at our pace, play at our poise, which I think is actually a fast pace, right? So again, once we find that sort of that comfort zone, things are able to be a lot easier as far as the reads. And I was proud of them that they made some of those adjustments.
How about defensively? Because the first 5 minutes or so, I think Providence had 16 and Torrey Rule had 3 or 4 3-pointers, but the rest of the way they had, 34 points?
Look, those early points are my fault. You and I talked pregame that we were going to be extending our defense, and you saw for the first time us really playing a full court defense. And again, taking advantage of Ashley's energy and some of those other players that we had. We had some guards who got up and was able to cause Providence some trouble. Unfortunately, our rotations weren't real solid at the beginning. And again, that's just me putting in a new defense in the last 3 days and not making good enough adjustments. So once we got a couple timeouts, we made those adjustments. Our players settled in. And that's the great news about coaching smart basketball players is that they very quickly made the adjustments, and you saw we didn't give up those open shots anymore. So again, those are on me. That early lead, that wasn't their fault. That was on me, and they made great adjustments, and we just kept cranking it out. You know, we turned that 10-point deficit into a 10-point lead just by going and playing solid basketball.
And then finally for you got 1 week from today before ACC play starts, 1 game in between a whole week to work without any classes or anything like that as well, so a lot of time to practice. What do you think is the most exciting thing about ACC schedule coming right around the corner, and what's maybe the biggest area you guys need to work on with the Northeastern game and between now and then?
Well, I'm going to go a little Bill Belichick on you and say we're on to Northeastern, right? We're not looking ahead to ACC play yet. We've got a huge game on Sunday. And look, we love the ACC. It's going to be exciting for us. We know we're in the ACC. We're well aware of it. But believe me, our focus is 100% on what do we need to do to be a better basketball team tomorrow at practice, the next day at practice, and then on New Year's Eve against Northeastern. That's the path to being ready for the ACC. If we start looking ahead and thinking about Duke and all these other guys, great. We know that stuff's out in the distance, and we know what we're preparing for, but we've got to stay focused on the process, which Ashley will tell you all about. She's learning a whole lot about that stuff as a freshman, and I'm really proud of her.
All right, I'll ask you that one again on Wednesday. Then.
Great, I like it. Good.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right.
Hey, Ashley, congratulations on the good game today, the big win. What did you like about the added emphasis on the offensive side of really trying to push the pace and get to the rim? It seemed like something that really fits your style of play.
I love pushing the ball in transition, and I like what it does for our team. I like how I feel like it flows a little bit better when we're just pushing. I feel like maybe that suits our style a little bit better. So I feel like people got open shots more. People were a little bit more aggressive, and the high-octane offense led to us crashing the boards, it seemed like. Or when they were crashing the boards, like we were just a little bit more aggressive when the ball was going up. So.
For you particularly, as a freshman, making this adjustment to the college game, you're now 12 games deep. How much more comfortable do you feel, and how much do you feel like you've learned in the last couple months from game 1 to where you are now?
Like on a scale of 1 through 10, when I came in being prepared, I was probably like at a 2. Now I probably feel like I'm at about like a 6. I still think I have some growth to go, but I feel like I've made progress.
And for you, as one of what Coach has talked about, 4 players that can really play a point guard position, but all of you guys can kind of be interchangeable parts and play other parts on the floor as well. How much fun is that to be running the point and know you have other options, other players that can kind of slide in and take a role that's similar?
I love it because it's not that much pressure on all of us, because we know that you can, okay, if it's transition, I know I can kick the ball ahead to her and she can go to work. Like I can throw it to Lo and Lo will go to work. I'll give it to, or Rachel can push the break and Rachel will push it up to us and we can go. Boudreaux, she could move the ball pretty well, and Kelly, she's gonna come up and she's gonna spot up and she's gonna knock that 3 down. So I love it.
Great. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Great.
Guys.
Thanks, guys.